This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. And, Davey, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's what quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Dropping back, it's Woodson. Left side is Cruz. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. So Florida Atlantic's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that here.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see, too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's
intercepted deep in his own end.
Intercepted by Navy. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for space, it's Bryant. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll try to do it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll set up to throw. Out wide left, it's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride him again. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Drives inside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And, look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Defense all over him. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Lets it fly. Makes the grab in the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. From the gun, it's Johnson. Turning it on. Past the 20, the 10, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Woodson. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. They're all over him. Got his man in the middle. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Out wide right, it's Bryant. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He fires a bullet to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Navy will go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Left side, it's Bryant. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Selling the fake. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Wants to throw. It's Woodson. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. Navy will have to punt it away. Looks it in. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for room. It's Bernard. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It's caught downfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Johnson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Here comes the offense on second down. Handoff to the lone back. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
Caught, and he's got room. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Bernard. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. Just drives in between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Setting up the screen. He's past the 30. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Off-play action. Had to force that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Searching for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stops, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Tight end now in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of that one.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. On play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Scanning the field, it's Woodson. Left side, it's Bryant. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Rush is on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I don't know, man. David, obviously, this guy has one job, and he practices it all the time. He's got great hands. I think one of the more overlooked skills in football, though, is returning punts. I don't think people really understand how hard that is.
I mean, that thing's going so high in the air with so much spin coming down. And then, by the way, now you got guys that are flying down the field trying to knock your head off. So, yeah, it's definitely difficult. But the first thing you got to do is secure the catch. But as soon as he muffed it, you could tell gunners were down the field ready to jump on that football. They secured it and got the big turnover.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Tells to fake. Buys time to his left. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Guys, look at this. Surprise, they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. How about that tackle to stop him short on fourth down?
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Long way to go on second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got his man down the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down, 10 yards to go. Sells to run, looking to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And he avoids the sack.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The field goal is no good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Got it in the middle, it's Cruz. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Hits inside. It's Bryant. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bryant. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Got it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They've never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right now.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Navy! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Holloway. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Oh, what a move to get open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They came out hot on this drive, one play and already near midfield. Throws it off the RPO. Taken down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Man, I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds a man on the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Running inside. It's Bernard. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Jumped on top of the pile. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And here comes the Navy offense. They'll operate out of split backs. Drops back, it's Woodson. Out wide left, it's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Drops back on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Second down to the air. Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Navy operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Woodson. Look out! Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this point.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.